So, last time, everybody was assembled on the ship here, the Mary Mary, by our Captain Locke. He has assembled this crew for a specific mission in mind, in search of the Chaos Compass. And after reading the clue aloud to the crew, you came to the conclusion that it was pointing towards the island of McGuff. And so everybody set sail.
The compass was pointing to the island of McGuff?
The clue was pointing to the island, and the compass points to, well, it said that the compass points to whatever you want. So
Where was the crew pointing towards?
the crew was pointing at you, and you were pointing at the island. So that's how that worked out. And you started sailing. It took about a week's worth of travel, and we got to check in with all the crew members, see how their life on the ship was like, have a nice fish dinner.
Yeah.
Finally, Jack, who's been up in the riggings, was able to spot land aho. And actually, let's start off with a quick perception check here from Pee-wee, if you want to see how much of this island you can make out.
Perception.
Yeah, pretty solid.
See the island.
You definitely see the island. It's to your north a bit, along the right side of the ship. The island of McGuff.
This is great. McGuff.
McGuff.
Diddly enough. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So this island here appears to be abandoned. You've never heard of any cities or towns or people living on the island of McGuff. It's relatively small as well, with one single mountain standing in the center. The rest of the island is covered in thick jungle, trees everywhere, with a bit of a beach surrounding the coast, of course. And from the top of this one single standing mountain is two forked waterfalls spilling off back into the ocean. And that is all that you're able to see up from the crow's nest.
I go, "Our land ahoy, Captain!"
I don't know what to say, certainly. I can see that. Good eyes on you.
Yeah, it's an island.
Well, better pack my things. Get ready to board the land.
Is there like even a point to like pack your thing? Are we gonna like stay here for a long time, or like what is the situation even like?
Let's go back to the clue and see. What does it say?
I don't know. I'm dumb.
I can't read.
Yeah, and clues can't speak, so we can't say anything.
Aye.
Yeah, no, it just says if your light is bright enough, you'll find the clue on the island of. Okay, so we'll find a clue here. That's
If
what
our light is bright enough, well, we should like pack a lot of torches or something, right? Do we even have any torches? Just gotta have a really bright light. Like, what if we have like do you have like barrels of explosive?
Powder kegs, yeah.
That's what we call them. Alright.
Please roll to see if you packed any powder kegs.
I packed all the powder kegs. We have 80 powder kegs.
Oh my god. That's a pretty good number, though.
I mean, I didn't say roll a D100, but I do like a good 80. So I'll say you did pack a few powder kegs. Maybe not 80.
Why not 80?
That's a lot of explosives.
Yeah.
I'd say like 80.
88?
We'll say 4.
What? 4?
4 is still a lot of explosives.
Yeah, but that's not one per person, even.
80 though, are you trying to instantly blow up the ship?
80 small ones.
You only have like 2 health potions, so even having 4 explosives is quite a good deal.
I'll take 5.
Oi, oi, oi.
You got
Our
me there.
captain is talking to himself. It's not a good sign. Not good.
So, what do we do, Captain? The island is in sight. How shall we proceed?
Park her beside the waterfall, and then we can go on the island and explore. Look for this clue.
Yes, Captain.
I'm sure you, Bertha, can sniff it out with your big nose
Oh, thank you, sir.
and your keen smell.
Oh, stop. The stone, along with Timothy's help, is able to bring the ship up towards the waterfall. You drop the anchor, so you're parked a safe distance off the island.
The stone parked the ship.
Well, Timothy's like he's a little goblin, so he's not quite tall enough to reach the wheel. He has to like sit on the rock's shoulders. So it's a group effort.
So, where are we sort of landing? Are we landing on a beach? Or is it like cliffs?
Yeah, there's the cliffs of the waterfall pretty directly up against the beach, but then other than that, there's a line of sand all around the island.
Okay.
Who all is getting in this dinghy here to actually row to shore?
I
I'm
think he
definitely.
throws himself in for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm assuming all the players.
Yeah, never split the party.
That's right. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Do you want to leave any NPCs on the ship, or who do you want to bring with you?
They can watch over the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, you got it, boss. Yeah, we got this.
Oh, that guy with that voice? Who is it?
Who, me?
AJ? AJ? Yeah,
Yes,
you.
it's Al. I'm your guy, you know.
Ah.
I'm just hanging out. I'm here too. I've been here.
Sounds to me like we need to bring Al as well.
But Captain, I thought you said I could come aboard and help sniff out a clue.
Oh, right, yeah, we need you, Bertha, as well.
Yes, Captain.
But we can't let Al be on the ship. You don't know what Al will do on the ship, alone with the stone.
Oh, nah, me? I'm just gonna be playing some cards here with Norm. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. This is gonna be alright, Captain.
Okay, Norm, watch him for me.
Yeah, you got it, boss.
And you, Stone, if they do anything wrong about on the ship, just kill them.
Stone looks on, ever forward. Alright, so the 6 of you are able to row to shore. You're now standing on the beach of the island of McGuff.
I use my eyes. What do I see?
What do you see with your eyes? Give me a perception check.
Okay.
10. That's pretty average. You see the mountain here looks to be very tall. You check behind the waterfall, of course. Just a quick glance. And yep, just a waterfall. Just a regular old mountain here. The beach seems to go on for quite a ways, and then a few paces past that is the thick jungle, where the trees
Okay.
look very dense.
Yeah, I don't see any like native people standing at the edge of the jungle ready to kill us or anything.
No, there doesn't appear to be any signs of inhabitants on this island, actually.
Okay. What a beautiful morn to be exploring.
Yeah, the tide is high and everything. Have we
You
eaten?
know what they say? When the tide is high, the danger is low.
Dude, let's just
Yeah.
go and look for some clues, right?
Is there any like pathways?
Not that you can
Or is
see.
it-
Not from here. Right now you're over on the south end of the island, basically, parked right next to the waterfall.
Well, Captain, what say ye?
Let's split up.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Good
but we
idea.
Probably shouldn't.
I have a fear of separation. So, like, that is so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Since my dad left me, I am very scared of like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'm just scared of people like leaving me again.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your honesty.
Like, I never know if you like say that you're gonna come back, just like my auntie did. You say that you're gonna come back, but then you actually don't. That's like, this sucks. So I don't. Can we like not split up? Because we're on an island. There are mosquitoes, okay?
It's true. I read it
Yeah.
in a book.
Ugh.
A little red
Not
book.
everything. You can't just like everything doesn't necessarily come from like a book, okay? I
Mhm.
hear that spiders eat mosquitoes. That's what I learned growing up.
But have you
I
read it
didn't
in a
read that.
book?
No, and that's why
Probably
it's
not
more
true.
valid. No, books are lame. This reminds me of Necromancer High School. I'm never going back to that life. So I don't
Necromancer
need
High
you.
School. It has
I
the
don't need.
best library in all of Selim.
That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. Do you know how dumb the people that go there are? They're sheeple. Are you a sheeple?
You
No,
went there.
Yeah, that's why I quit. I'm not a sheeple.
no, but I did work there. But no, I'm not a sheeple.
Well, you're perpetuating the system, aren't you?
Well, they had very nice perks there, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I
That's
felt
like
like it was worth it.
yeah, whatever. And I just go. I start going.
No, you
I'm
Wait, I thought we
going,
weren't supposed to split
guys.
up.
No. Ugh, whatever. She stopped. Karen stopped
You
walking.
just have to trigger her enough, and then she's down to split up.
Crossing my arms like, ugh, this is so lame.
I feel like Karen is the type of person that just walks in the back
Yeah,
with her arms crossed, following.
yeah. I tried to walk in the front. That didn't work out too well.
Made it a few steps.
Yeah. So, like, where are we going then? You make a decision with your book, like, whatever.
Well, in a lot of books I've read, there's lots of secrets behind waterfalls, so maybe we can check there.
We should probably check the north waterfall, yeah. But I think we checked the south one, right?
Yeah, you check behind this one. There's no secrets behind this waterfall.
So it's probably behind the next one.
Exactly.
Because just of how Henry pointed it out,
I mean, what is this metagaming?
Because he rolled a 10 and he said he checked behind the waterfall.
Yeah, I was trying to rule out possibilities for you guys.
Yeah, but you just
All right,
put in
all right.
one. It's probably the next waterfall, because you can see two of them.
Too bad there's not a third waterfall,
Yeah.
because it definitely would have been that one.
True.
Yeah.
You start walking up to this waterfall here. This one is not directly off the mountain. It's actually, there's a bit of a flowing river which leads through the jungle as it spills off the mountain here. But you can give me another perception check, whoever wants to, as you're walking along the coast up north. Alright, I'll say you had advantage because everybody's here and looking out. Timothy sort of points, "What's that in the distance, Captain?" And you notice, Locke, there seems to be some sort of strange statue to the north. Or you can't see exactly what, but there's like a large object standing out on the sand far up to the north of the island. There is also this river here, though, which leads through the jungle and to the base of the mountain.
Which river?
This river is coming from the waterfall, which is spilling down from up top here.
Ah, I thought the waterfall was here.
No, that's like the runoff from the waterfall. A waterfall only really
Okay.
happens at the edge of a mountain.
Oh, because this is the mountain, so
Yeah.
the waterfall is here.
You got it.
Ah. Well, we should be going a bit south and then west to check out this damn waterfall.
Very good. Yes, Captain. All right. You follow the stream through the forest here a little bit. You notice that these trees are quite thick. I'll say Jay probably would be on the lookout for what types of flora and fauna are in the forest here. So you can give me either a perception or insight check as you're walking along here.
Definitely insight.
9. You don't recognize anything in specific from your books, which just means that these plants probably don't have notable properties, at least none that have been recorded as of yet. Nothing seems to be exactly edible or poisonous, just a lot of thick jungle here.
Yeah, these trees are really thick, as well as this jungle. It's thick.
But you walk along, spending maybe another hour from when you first landed on the beach, and reach the base of the mountain here, which has the waterfall spilling down from it. You run up and check behind the waterfall, and again, just standard mountain stuff.
There's some spooky stuff going on here.
Yeah, well, I saw a thing to the north. Some kind of statue-looking ace. We can go and... Yeah, I think it was a statue. Probably of someone great. Let's go check it out.
Just
Ugh, even more walking.
Yeah, and less talking from you.
Ugh. Whatever.
You can talk as much as you want. I'm just teasing you.
No. Whatever. I don't care.
I want to scout for some like nice fruit. Maybe herbs. Like pick with me and put in my cauldron.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Survival, I guess.
Yeah, survival works.
It's one of my worst stats, but
Oh yeah,
don't really know what I'm.
you only got a 7, so you don't really find much edible food here on the island. Markus was also looking around, and it just seems like most of these trees here are pretty
Thick.
inedible. It's like mostly palm trees. They're thick, yeah. Palm trees and bushes. There might be a few coconuts, but they're up very high. So you'd have to figure out some way of getting those. It's not
That's
convenient.
a very interesting jungle of palm trees.
Can I shake the trees? Because I'm pretty big.
That is true. You can
I'm
just
shake.
strength it.
Yeah, I'll try and like rustle coke.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a while. You gotta really shake it, so you get advantage. But after a minute of like just jostling this palm tree, you finally get one coconut, which like thuds down from above right on your head. You take 1 damage.
Okay, I can take that.
Yeah. But you got a coconut.
It's like my ma once told me, coconut's the most versatile nut in the world. Thanks, Ma.
Anyway, you fall behind the group a bit as you're wrestling this palm tree. You have to jog a bit to catch up as they continue down the beach. Everyone is walking towards what appears to be, as you get closer, a statue of a hand, it seems like. A large stone hand is reaching up from the beach, and on either side of it are 2 empty braziers.
Braziers?
Yeah, for holding a fire.
Ah. We should probably light those braziers.
Yeah, are they empty as in not lit, or are they empty as in there's no burn?
They seem very empty. You could give me an investigation check, though, while you're over here to see what types of clues you notice, though.
I'm not very detail oriented, so this is to go.
Can I light fires in the braziers?
How do you want to start these fires? Yeah, Martin, you immediately notice, though, that before anyone's able to even start lighting any fires, seems like there is some ash at the bottom of these braziers, like they were lit before and they are now. They've gone cold now.
Are they completely stone cold?
Yeah, they're stone cold, but there is leftover charcoal here at the bottom of both of them.
Could I like guess to see how long it could have been?
Sure, yeah.
You want to carbon date the charcoal?
Yeah. Can I try it?
Sure, give me investigation.
Oh no, it's -1.
Oh no. Yeah, that tastes like charcoal.
Or that would be charcoal, let me tell you.
No idea when it's from, though.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna start. I think Pee-wee's just gonna start kind of collecting bits of wood.
Alright,
I'll help out with that.
awesome, yeah. You're able to easily gather enough branches and such just from the outskirts of the forest here. It gets much thicker the further in you go, but you don't need to travel very far to get enough wood for these fires.
Why is it so thick?
This is just
Is
a
that a
thick
clue?
island. It's just very thick.
But you've said it so many times.
It's
Thick
just,
jungle.
how else do you describe a jungle?
Thick.
Yeah, it's thick.
Moist.
Can you say dense?
Yeah,
Mm.
dense.
I could say that it is dense, but I prefer to say that it is thick.
I prefer to
Right.
hear that it's thick too.
Mm. So they're braziers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I roll like a history? Maybe I know something about these.
Okay, yeah. If you want to try and remember anything from...
Hey.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah,
So
you
you do read books.
you
Nice.
do remember this lecture on braziers. You actually... These
Mhm.
seem to be some type of heat detection braziers. Like, you can tell from the type of metal they are that at a certain point, when they get to a certain amount of heat, a certain temperature, then the brazier will trigger some kind of arcane spark. It's a typical, activation brazier. You've seen these before.
Yeah, but I'm not convinced.
Okay, just gonna keep
Just
that
cross my
information
arm.
to yourself.
Yeah,
Of course.
I walk over to the braziers though.
Pee-wee and Wilbur are gathering wood.
Can I look at them while they gather wood and stare into the forest? Sorry, jungle.
Sure, yeah. Just want to stare ahead.
Can I look at where the hand seems to be pointing
Yeah,
and see if I see anything in the distance?
just from a rough estimate, or give me a perception check to see how much detail you find here.
A perception?
Yeah. Okay. You don't notice anything beyond the obvious, which is that it seems like this hand is pointing towards the mountain, which is off in the distance by where you landed initially.
I see.
Alright, but you guys have gathered enough wood at this point to fill up both braziers. How do you want to start this fire?
I don't know, find some rocks to throw together.
I feel like I must have like flint and steel.
As a chef, you would
lighter
need to
than
be
that.
able to light the ovens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Pee-wee, I will remind you, you're a literal dragonborn. You do have...
Can I breathe fire?
You do have the fire breath ability, yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't know that. I'm a
Okay,
dragon.
okay. I see.
Could you imagine? I just start bashing rocks together, and someone's like, "Wait, you can breathe fire," and I'm like, "Oh."
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm on the way over to Pee-wee to sort of like boast about my flint and steel.
And I breathe
Look,
fire on that. I breathe.
I bought
Nice.
this one in Cancun 5 years ago, 50 years ago. It's real
Yeah.
nice.
The fire just instantly lights up as you're talking. Yeah, I think you can give me an attack roll here, Jack, to see how well this fire catches.
Go with strength.
Oh, that is a
Oh.
minimal fire.
I like to let. I cough. Halfway.
Yeah, it's like
Halfway
a
through.
coughing, very smoky, wretched fire, but it still starts. You've got embers drip out of your mouth, and the flames alight.
Pee-wee's been smoking too many cigarettes.
Yeah, that'll really mess up your fire-breathing lungs.
So I do it to both.
Yeah, you can take a branch of fire from one and light the other as well.
But the hand, the statue of the hand, does it look like the rock? Could it be his father?
Give me a roll to see if you can tell the material of this rock.
What kind of check should that be?
I'll say insight or investigation. See if it's the same material. Alright. Yeah, a 10. You notice it's not the same type of stone. It is a different type of stone. But as these fires are being lit up here, you do notice some strange runes beginning to glow on the palm of the hand. Now that you have fires going.
On the lowest point of the highest peak, those with sturdy lungs may find what they seek.
Do we got any good swimmers?
Good swimmers?
Yeah.
Sturdy lungs, probably not Pee-wee with those smoker lungs.
That's true.
I'd be a sailor, but I can't swim.
I don't know what lungs are, but I got a big belly.
I think our best bet actually is the rock. He has some sturdy lungs.
Oh, that's true.
The lowest
We'll
point.
sink right to the bottom too.
Yeah, when he goes down, he never comes up till I go get him.
You also notice after these two fires have been lit that a series of fires begin lighting as well on your path towards the mountain.
Ooh.
You're just moving the trees.
Yeah, I just had him hid underneath trees, yeah. Yeah, it seems like there was a sulfur trail connecting all of these braziers. Alright, it looks like Jay is already set off into the forest.
I wonder how this tree turned into a brazier.
That's why the jungle was so thick.
Can I investigate it to see if it's like some sort of illusion magic? Not that Jay actually knows any sorts of illusion.
I mean, I was literally just hiding the brazier underneath a tree.
I mean, I know, but like lore-wise, would it have been an illusion?
You could do an investigation check to see what kind of magic is going on here, sure.
A 9.
Yeah, I'll say Jay is the one that pointed out the sulfur trail here. Doesn't appear to be magic, just a device designed to alight once the first two were lit up.
I wonder how they joined together, but I guess I don't have time to find out. Oh, can I look behind me and see if anyone's following me?
Yeah, is anyone following him?
Yeah, crew, let's follow Jayhan.
Pee-wee's
Yeah,
like,
I'm almost holding his hand.
like kind of running.
Aw.
Alright, great. Everyone is on their way, starts trekking through the forest. Karen, are you coming as well?
Yeah. In the back, with my arms crossed.
Of course, of course. Alright, the crew begins to set out, traveling through this jungle here, which is very thick, as we have established. Can I get a perception check from whoever is in the lead here as you're traveling?
Haha.
Alright, you're taking point here, and you notice just at the last moment, as you're getting further and further into this thick jungle, you hear a bit of a rattle, almost too low to notice at first, but you do distinctly hear it now that you're listening for it. A low rattle on all sides of you.
Does anyone else hear that?
Do we hear that?
Now that he points it out, yeah, you can hear there's a distinct rattling coming from all around you.
Yeah, you.
very distinct.
Is that a rattlesnake?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, you peer into the bushes, and there does appear to be... Give me a perception roll for how many snakes you see. I will say 1d10.
Me?
Yeah, you're in the lead here. 7 snakes you see on all sides of you. They're rattling their tails aggressively. What do you guys want to do? It's a
I
bunch
want
of
to rattle
snakes.
my tail.
I actually rattle my tail, or at least shake my tail.
Shake your tail feathers.
Damn it, I regret being...
Are they like normal snakes, or are they like fat?
Yeah, I mean, these are big snakes, but they're still just snakes. So they're like, you know, about the size of an arm or a leg.
I hope not the arm down at the beach.
Not that big. These aren't giant snakes.
I believe we've stumbled in on a snake's nest.
Snakes, man.
Can I, no, I can't try and communicate with them, can I?
None of you have speak with animals, but you can always try and communicate non-verbally if you really want.
Okay, I'm gonna
Stab them?
kill them. I'm gonna try and I don't know, maybe there'll be some kind of reptilian understanding between
Okay.
us.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna try and scare him off.
Alright,
I'm a big lizard.
you want to
and they're
use
small.
intimidation.
I'm gonna use intimidation. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Great. Alright, they haven't done anything yet, so this will determine how they react to your party. Right now they're just rattling to let you know, you're in their turf, in their territory.
That's my seat.
Ooh, it's pretty good. Yeah, they hiss slightly, but they back up, recognizing the alpha reptile, the big lizard, Pee-wee.
That's right. That's right.
And they give you a bit of space here, yeah.
Easy peasy.
Alright, well done, yeah. You want to take the lead here?
Yeah, I'm feeling very triumphant with myself.
Walk past. Timothy is terrified. Oh, I don't like snakes.
I scurry after Pee-wee.
Alright, and you guys book it out of there. Successfully avoiding the first combat. That's what I like to see.
Successfully?
Exactly. After a few more hours of travel, though, it takes you much longer to travel through the thick jungle than it did for you to initially walk across the coast of the beach. You've been on this island all day now, and it's starting to get dark, but you do have the light of the fires leading the way, and it finally reaches the base of the mountain. But from this angle, you do see a rather convenient path leading up the mountain, which is also lit by fires. And you're able to follow the path of fires all the way up to the peak of the mountain. It takes you another few hours just hiking up this trail here. But you do finally reach the top, where you see a glistening lake in the moonlight, this large lake, and there's another statue standing by the side of the lake. First though, hiking up the mountain, I will need constitution checks from everyone, because it was such a long hike. You've been walking all day. So anyone that fails this constitution check will be exhausted for the rest of the day, until you take a rest.
Whoa.
So
I think
like a
Karen's
saving?
exhausted a long time ago.
Yeah, I think Wilbur too.
I mean, yeah, you can just choose to fail. Does anyone even want to roll for it? Oh, nat 20.
Oh my god! He's
The
pressing on!
The captain. He is the captain. You're not exhausted at all, and if you want to give a speech here to rally the rest of your team who is just choosing to fail.
I'm just being Peru, running up and down.
You run back and forth several times. How do you want to motivate the crew here? Because I'll say with a good nat 20, you can give a motivational speech which prevents the rest of the crew from getting exhausted, basically.
Yeah, how do you motivate someone going uphill? I wouldn't know.
I don't know. How would luck motivate someone?
Yeah, he wouldn't really. He would just be like, come on, get your ass over here, you know. I'm tired of... I'm 73 years old and I can walk this path 1,000,000 times faster than you guys. Come on.
So Karen gets really upset at this.
Uh-huh.
And I have an attack named Vicious Mockery, which is 1d4 psychic damage.
Oh, she's pissed. She's gonna attack him.
You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enhancement. If they can hear you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next roll it makes.
So Martin, for your motivation, you're gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw. Karen, please give me a list of insults.
You're like the oldest, worst guy I ever saw. You're like the lamest. Like, I have never seen anyone who's lamer than you. Like, who do you think you are, dragging all of us up like this whole mountain? Huh? This is like your aspirations. They're not any of ours. Why are we even here? This is super lame. I literally cannot believe that you dragged us all the way here. And I just want to say that please, actually, just never do that again. I'm not even asking, like, kindly.
Yeah. Here. No more mountain.
Like, next time, let us know if we're going up, like, a tall mountain like this one. Because I was not prepared for this.
Oh,
And,
man.
like, shame on you. That is bad management of your crew. Like, can't you see we're all super tired right now? Ugh, I've had it. And I cross my arms and I sit down.
Martin, please give me a wisdom saving throw. Your crew is not happy with you.
It's not charming me, right?
It's not a
No,
charm.
it's-
This is just to see if you take psychic damage or not.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Psychic damage
Are you
from
smart enough to look the other
magic.
way?
Oh no. This hurts to hear. Your ego is badly damaged.
Alright.
Go
so
ahead
I roll
and
1d4.
yeah, roll for damage.
So get close to home.
Wait, so I don't get advantage even though I rolled a 20?
Your 20 was to give everyone morale, and Karen chose to snap back at you. So
Okay.
that's something else.
Are we in
unfortunately.
combat though?
Verbal combat.
You can choose to react how you will, but your ego's a bit bruised, and you took 3 psychic damage.
Yeah, but is it combat?
It's combat if you choose to make it combat.
Okay.
That was
'cause
her
then
turn.
I can take a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
so I can make a dash. I can run even further.
But this spell is like ranged 60 feet. And if the target can hear you, though it need not understand you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to dodge the spell. I'm just using the spell to get even further.
Ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Yeah.
so
I
you-
see how.
You hear these insults, and you just start briskly walking forward again, taking the lead.
Yeah.
You just walk off in a huff. Leaving Karen in the back. Great.
I
That
like
makes
Yeah, I know
Wait.
that it hurts her as much as it hurts me because I left her.
Ah, no!
God dang.
Right in the feels. It's true.
got him.
I like to push people away so that they can break down the wall.
Well, you're definitely pushing him away.
Yeah,
You-
it's
You will also have disadvantage on your next roll, unfortunately. It's as if you were the only one getting exhausted. But the rest of the crew, you feel fine. You're not physically exhausted. Mentally, though, you might side with Karen that this is some bullshit, having to walk up a mountain. Walking all the way across an island and then all the way back in one day. Quite troublesome.
Come on, it was easy.
But finally, as it gets later and later in the night, you do reach the peak here. And you see this lake lying before you, glistening in the moonlight, as well as a large stone statue over on the west side of the mountain.
Oh, can I investigate the statue and see if that's the rock's father or something?
Yes, you can also investigate this statue. See what type of stone it is. 19, nice.
12. Because of the...
Oh, right, you have disadvantage. Well, way to spend that disadvantage quickly. You do notice that it is not the same type of stone. It's a different type of stone, and it certainly wouldn't be the statue's father because this is actually a statue of a woman. It would be his mother, if anything. But this woman appears to be clad in some type of robe with wings on her back here and vines curling over her feet, overgrown. Even up here there's like a bit of vegetation from the forest below. And there is the same scripture written on the base of this statue as well. On the lowest point of the highest peak, those with sturdy lungs may find what they seek.
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious inscription. You have to dive down there, and I'm pointing to the water in the middle of the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And then dive to the lowest point, and then find something. What you seek, you know. So probably the compass of calamity, most likely, because that's how easy it is to find it.
The rest of the crew is finally catching up to you.
Oh, but I told them, right?
You assumed they were all behind you, but they're all like panting.
Oh, okay. Do I have to repeat myself? Can you just edit in what I just said now? Do I have to repeat myself?
So yeah, how do you want to go about this? You're all sitting about the lake here.
Seeing as I'm the one with the most sturdy lungs, I think I should go ahead and do the diving.
Does there seem to be a strong current in the lake? Considering
Or
that
a
there's two...
strong past.
Hmm? Or present?
Yeah, there is the two waterfalls here which are pulling it in the eastern direction. So there's a bit of a current, but it's quite a large lake actually. As long as you stay on this side, it seems like you should be fine.
Where does all the water come from?
Oh, good question.
Where does all the water come from?
There's probably some sort of rain or magic, is what I would guess.
Yeah, but it hasn't rained since we got here, and
It's true.
there's two waterfalls with quite a bit of water flowing down. I don't think it's only rain.
Maybe there's like the waterfalls go in a loop and connect back to the top. Or maybe the waterfalls turn during nighttime and go upwards instead.
How would that work?
That sounds reasonable. Arr, that sounds reasonable.
Well, I don't know how it would work, but it could work.
Let me just dive down here and see what I find.
Should we tie a rope to you, or do you think you're good?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't call me Big Sam for nothing.
Big what?
Big Salmon.
Big salmon? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Captain.
Yeah.
Big salmon. Good luck to you then, Captain.
I could swim up these waterfalls if I wanted to.
Certainly.
Yeah. So I take off my breeches and I jump in.
Oh, with a very nice dive too. You leap and crest into the water, and instantly you hit the water. It feels rather cold, but no matter to a captain. You look down below the surface and see that it appears to be quite a deep lake. There does, however, seem to be a dim light coming from the bottom, which is strange though. You wouldn't be able to even see the bottom otherwise, except for this dim white light.
So that's probably the light that's bright enough. We forgot to bring the barrels. But that's okay.
That's
Way into
problematic.
having some explosive barrels on the ship. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, so as you're swimming here, it's going to be a series of constitution checks. It's like a death saving throw. So whenever you fail one, that means you start running out of breath. And if you fail 3, then you will go unconscious. All right, once you're unconscious, then unless somebody pulls you out, then you're going to automatically start to drown.
Okay.
You just have to pass a constitution check. It'll start at 10, and then every round that you're under there goes up by 1. So this first check here, just roll above a 10, and you'll be fine. Yep, you start swimming down. Got some sturdy lungs. Go ahead and give me another roll as you are about 1/3 of the way down. Unfortunately, with the 5, you start to lose a bit of air, but you've still got some in the tank.
Do I have a tank?
Your oxygen tank, so to speak.
Did we bring the tank?
Yeah, you've got explosive barrels and a tank and a rocket launcher. You're stocked. You're fine.
Yeah.
No, you can see the bottom more clearly now, though, as you're swimming down deeper and deeper. You see the algae and plants growing at the bottom of the lake, as well as this light, which appears to be coming from what looks like a tunnel at the bottom of the lake, which goes even deeper.
Oh my god. We split the party.
What do you want to do?
Roll another one?
Are you swimming towards the tunnel or swimming back to the surface?
Towards the light.
Of course. Alright, give me another one then. Unfortunately, the difficulty has gone up, so that one is also going to fail.
It's a failure?
Yeah, because it goes... The first one was 10, then 11, then 12. So 11 does not beat a 12.
Oh, okay. So, because I
just barely
Yeah.
failed. So
I didn't just barely do it.
yeah, you feel the air in your lungs begin running out. You're getting a little lightheaded as you start to swim through this cave here. The cave, you do notice that it's got these like white phosphorus gems all along the side of it here, which appear to be lighting up the inside of the cave though, and revealing a series of bones and skulls also lining the bottom of the floor here. As you swim deeper and deeper, you see what appears to be the edge of the tunnel, but I need one final constitution check here. You have to beat a 13, otherwise Locke is just gonna drown.
Uh-oh.
It's very
shit.
tense.
Not this early.
Yeah, well, swimming is dangerous,
Well,
guys.
That's one less mutiny to care about.
Don't hold your breath. The next episode is coming soon, so stick around, subscribe, and stay tuned to see if Locke lives or dies.